We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 2nd and 9 now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Seven Pirates, 18, Pioneer.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he... Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
2nd and 5. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the
Big
passing
emphasis.
game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They start the drive with Cook. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll send Watson in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Christian Watson from 19 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Mechie, the man in motion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Stroud now on 2nd down. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Check, Panthers. 3. No. Third. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they pick.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Go.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now 3rd down and very long. He'll drop to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Okay,
here now, 2nd and 4.
Go, check. Go.
Give left side for Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Cowboy 80.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Stroud looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown. first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 60 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tegan Quattoriano from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A short throw to Musgrave. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the Packers first down.
60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run.
Ready. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
The Texans' 11-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Well, it's a Packers touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go street. 79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
2nd and 5. And his throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come back team. Come back team. 60 yards. 60 yards.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. First and 10, it's Pierce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to Pride. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Handoff right side to Pierce. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. This has just really been a solid second half for them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this ball?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.